Welcome to my online class again. I hope you are hale and hearty by the grace of Almighty. Due to pandemic COVID-19, we are undergoing a very crucial time and detached from each other. And I hope and we believe that the bad time will come to an end at the nearest time, and we'll get the rhythm of life again. Uh, now come to my online class. Uh, Last week I did class on Sister Day, Sister Day on the biography of the novelist and a summary of the novel. And today I am gonna discuss the main characters, the major characters of the novella, and some important quotation related to these characters. So let's start the class. I have prepared some slides for your better understanding, and now I am gonna share these slides to you. Okay, so let's start the class. The important major characters of Sister Days are Tommy William, the protagonist, Dr. Adler, Dr. Chamkin, Catherine, the sister of Tommy William, and Margaret William, and uh, uh, another important character is Maurice Benis. These are the main characters of the novella, and at first we are gonna discuss the protagonist, Tommy William. Tommy William is born William Adler. His family name was William Adler. When he was in Hollywood, he wants to be an actor. He changed his name from William Adler to Tommy William. An unemployed salesman. At his first life, he was a salesman of Rujak Corporation, and after some problems in his job, he left the job, and for this reason, he became unemployed, having some cash money at, at his hands. Living at the Gloriana Hotel in New York. Actually, the setting of the novella is a hotel that's name Gloriana Hotel in New York City. He is the protagonist of the novella Sister Day, a big man in his mid-40s. He was actually about 50 years old. Although he is separated from his wife and sons, he still has to support her and their two sons. Although he is separated from his wife, but he needs to support them, because if his wife didn't give him divorce, he would like to marry his girlfriend Olive, but his wife refuses give him a divorce. As a result, he cannot marry his girlfriend, that he has an affair with this girl when he was working at the Rojax Corporation. William feels completely isolated in his present situation, estranged from his wife. He also has a only distant relationship with his father, Dr. Adler. He is not only separated from his wife, but he is also very much separated from his father, Dr. Adler, mentally and spiritually. His father refuses on a principle to help William financially, and is disgusted by his son's lifestyle. His father didn't love him very much, and he is not affectionate to him because of his certain lifestyle. He is kept deep in financial trouble. he has a lot of financial troubles in his life, and for his because of his shabby, insolvent lifestyle. In his desperate need, he has attached himself to Dr. Tamkin. There is another major character of the novel is Dr. Tamkin, who promises to help him make money on the commodity market. William goes along with his advice, even though he suspects Tompkins is a charlatan. Although he doubts that Tompkins is not very much specialist in medicine, and but he believes him because of the distant relationship between father and the son. Along with his advice, even though he suspects Tompkins is a charlatan, William has been making mistakes in life for a long time. He was the only member of his family not to complete college. He dropped out because, because he wanted to become a movie star in Hollywood. The scheme came to nothing. But although it did result in William changing his first name from Wiki to Tommy, but he never succeeded in becoming what he hoped Tommy would be. Tommy struggled in his search for a human response to need underscores the novel major theme, suffering, compassion, and the blindness of greed. These are the main themes of the novel. The compassion and realization that is called epiphany of the major character, the protagonist of the novel. And for your better understanding of the character, I have cited some textual quotation from the text. Okay, so this after looking at this quotation, I hope you will understand the insight of the character very much. So look at the quotation that I have drawn from the text. This was a typical of William Elm. After much thought and hesitation and debate, he invariably took the course he had rejected innumerable times. Kansas' decision made a history of his life. He had decided he had decided that it would be bad mistake to go Hollywood, and then he went. He had made up his mind not to marry his wife, but ran off and got married. He had resolved not to invest money with Tamkin, and then had given him a check that is cited from chapter 1. Okay, so this is the characterization of the protagonist Tommy William. Here, look at his indecisiveness. He cannot take any decision from his own. As a result, he has become futile in his every attempt. Look at he was hesitated, always he was indecisive. What he should do? Okay, about what he should do, and as a result, he cannot come out successfully. Hogarth, look at another quotation. Hogarth, Wilhelm prayed, let me out of my trouble, let me out of my thoughts, and let me do something better with myself. For all the time I have wasted, I am sorry. Let me out of this clutch and into different life, for I am at boulder. Have mercy. Because of his several failures in his many attempts, he became very much frustrated. As a result, he prayed to God to give him another chance, another opportunities to reshape his own life and to have mercy from the supreme power of God. And this is the main things of his feat of frustration, how he became frustrated in his at this life. When I suffer, another quotation. When I suffer, you are not even sorry. That because you have an affection for me and you don't want any part of me. That is William tells his father at one time of his discussion with him. When I suffer, you are not even sorry. When you are suffering, actually, he was craving from his father the compassion, the sympathy, and he was actually was very much frustrated in his financial financial life. He always begging for the sympathy, to begging for the compassion from his father, but his father was very much adamant to feel sympathetic to his son, and that is the character of our protagonist Tommy William. Now go to the another character, another important character, that is Dr. Adler. Dr. Adler is a retired doctor, specialist in internal medicine, and the father of William. He is the father of William, the protagonist of the novella. He had a thriving practice. Thriving means growing practice, and was considered one of the best physicians in New York. Dr. Adler was a renowned doctor in New York, and he has popularity in the city. Dr. Adler is a gentle, manly, affable manner, and his friends and acquaintances all admire and respect him. But he has a distant relationship with his son. But father-son relationship was not good. All the acquaintances, all the known person respect him and has a good relation with him, but he is not able to make a good relationship with his son. William feels unable to talk to his father because his father tends to criticize him. Actually, at first time, Dr. Adler as a high ambition about the future of his children, and he was very much proud of their past position in different sectors of their service. But when they become useless, when they become unemployed, he doesn't pay too much interest to them. As a result, when they were meet with each other, he criticizes them. As a result, William feels unable to talk. William feels very much shame to talk to his father. He sees no reason for the problems being forced on him. He is a proud and critical man. His son's failure and slovenliness irritate him. Slovenliness means a dirty, shabby look. Irritates him, and he has no sympathy for him. When his son repeatedly asks for help, Dr. Adler becomes furious and tells his son he would rather his son try than help him financially. When at one point, at one moment of his frustration, William went to his father to get some help, financial help. But Dr. Adler becomes very much angry and tell his son angrily that you would rather his son try than help him financially. Want to see his son dead, but you will not help him. Although he is very much well-to-do, he has enough money to help his frustrated son, but he was very much adamant to help him, and is detached and cold-hearted, not wanting to carry one on his back. And this is his own principle, that he will not carry anyone on his back. His children, like Tommy William and like daughter Catherine, he do not want to take someone or carry someone on his back, and this is own principle. Have a look at the following quotation that I cited from the text. My son is a sales executive. He did not have the patience to finish school, but he does all right for himself. His income is off in the five-figure sum. This is from chapter 1. Actually, I told you earlier. I told you that Dr. Adler was very much proud of the past position of his children in different sectors, and although he is unemployed, the son is unemployed now. But when he was discussing, gossiping with his friend Dr. Parles, he told him that my son is a sales executive. He didn't have the patience to finish school, but he does all right for himself. His income is off the five figures somewhere. That is chapter one. Although Tommy William could not finish school, his academic life, his school, but he was proud of Tommy William because he was earning more money. The money that is up in the five figures, that is more than 10,000, more than 20,000, more than 50,000. Okay, that is the theme of American dream. They want to be successful. They want success in their life by through hardship, not by the chance of opportunity. And another quotation, I don't know how many times you have to be burned in order to learn something, the same mistakes over and over. That is when Tommy William went to his father after getting the news of that Dr. Tamkin disappears, having all the monies from his investment. At the time, Dr. Adler told his son, I don't know how many times you have to be burned in order to learn something, the same mistake over and over. He reminded his son the mistake he had committed in his earlier life, in his many attempts. Another quotation, look at the another quotation. You want to make yourself into my cross, but I am not going to pick up a cross. I will see you dead, wicked, by Christ. Before I let you do that to me, go away from me now. It's torture for me to look at you, you slob. You slob means you lazy, you sloth. Okay, you want to make yourself into my cross. When he was craving for the help from his father at the last part of the at the end of the novella, you will find. Want to make yourself when he has lost everything in his life. He lost the $700 he had at the time. He went to his father for some help, some kind of elves. But his father told him, you want to make yourself into my cross. I'm not going to pick up a cross. I'm not going to take your responsibility, any kind of responsibility. It's going to be economically, spiritually, mentally. I'm not going to take the responsibility. I'll see you dead. You want to see his son dead. What kind of critical father he was. You want to see his dead. Actually, the American people do not want any kind of failures from any person. I will see you dead, wiki, by Christ, before I let you do that to me. Go away from me now. It's torture for me to look at you, you slob. I do not want to see you. I do not want to see you in front of me at any time. You go from me. You go away from me forever. Okay, this is the characters of another major important character of the novella, Dr. Adler. He was very much critical. He was very much detached and cold-hearted. He doesn't have any kind of sympathy to his children, to his son, to his daughter. Okay, he was totally self-centered, but his philosophy of life was very good. He always requested Tommy William not to have any responsibility of anyone. He always advised him to break the relationship with his wife, or to live with together. Okay, so then my screen is not working. Okay, this is the network problem. All time we feel that kind of problem. So okay, Then Dr. Tamkin, this is a Machiavellian character of the novella, is not it is not a honest person, and Dr. Tamkin is a man with dubious credential, a psychologist, inventor, and investment expert. He tells William fantastic stories about his life, and he explains his psychological theories with great confidence, as if he is expounding upon universal truth. Dr. Tamkin was very much a dubious character, is very much dubious, suspected. Dubious means suspected, doubtful character. And whenever he is recognized to someone, he expound upon universal truth. He gave some lectures or theories that is related to some universal truth. As a result, in this way, he manipulates the person whom he thinks that will be very much helpful for his future gains. Dr. Adler thinks he's cunning and clever, but probably liar and possibly even crazy. At the earlier, I told you Dr. Adler was very much wise person, okay, and he considered Dr. Tamkin was very much clever and even and liar also, and even crazy person, okay, and he always advised Tommy William to be far from Dr. Tamkin. He's an old-looking older man who seems to know everyone in his community. He seems to know everyone in his community. Whenever any person told him, "Do you know this person?" He seems to know. He pretends to know everyone in his community. That is the person who are living in the Hotel Gloriana. After Dr. Adler refuses to help his son, the eccentric and enigmatic Tamkin becomes the only alternative Tommy as it in search for a way out of troubles. After Dr. Adler's, actually, Tommy William, at first Tommy William went to his father to get some kind of help, but Dr. Adler was very much adamant to give him any kind of help, to give him any financial support. As a result, Dr. Tamkin, although Tommy William know that Dr. Tamkin was not as an honest person, but he went to him. He became the victims of the manipulation of Dr. Tamkin. After Dr. Adler refuses to help his son, the eccentric means unusual, and enigmatic means mysterious. Tamkin becomes the only alternative. Tommy is in search for a way out of his trouble. Actually, Tommy wants to be successful in terms of his economical interest. So he got the alternative. And that is the Dr. Tamkin. He makes big promises to Tommy William about the capacity of commodities trading to make easy money, successfully persuading William to partner with him in a large investment. And he always pretends to be a good speculator in his commodity market. Commodity market, that is a share market, stock market. About the capacity of commodity trading to make easy money, successful persuading William to partner with a large investment. And at one time, they make a joint venture in the investment that is in stock market, and there he gave only $300 and Tommy William gave only $700, although according to the agreement, the both person has to give the equal investment. Dr. Tamkin urges William to focus on the present and make the most of the opportunities he has in front of him, rather than thinking of the past or fearing the future. Dr. Tamkin always believes in the present. He doesn't have any kind of headache about the past or about the upcoming time, that is future. Dr. Tamkin urges William to focus on the present and make the most of the opportunities he has in front of him, rather than thinking of the past or fearing the future. Actually, Dr. Tompkins' characters is beset with the theory of carpe diem theory, that is Latin theory. Carpe diem theory means to seize the time. That means to enjoy the present, to get the utmost getting from the present situation. William guesses that Dr. Tompkins may be a liar, but he cannot break free of his influence. Dr. Tompkins is a negative character. He is dishonest, but he has no any other alternative to him. When their investment loses value, Dr. Tompkins disappear. When the investment loses value, when they invested in lard and rye, and the value of these two commodities very much downtrodden, Dr. Tompkins disappeared. You don't get him anywhere. Look at the quotation. That is the belief of the Dr. Tompkins, and the title of the novella has come from this quotation. The real universe, that is the present moment. The past is no good to us. The future is full of anxiety. Only the present is real. The here and now, seize the day. He always asked Tommy William to get the utmost benefit from the present situation, not believe in the past, not give yourself absorb yourself in the past memories, or think about very much future. He always advises him to think about the present. And if you think about the present, your problems will not be so much big. You can enjoy the life. This is the utmost theory of Dr. Tompkins, and the title of the novella is taken from this quotation that is commented by Dr. Tompkins, the character. But this is the utmost character. He is very much dishonest and very much unsympathetic and pretended character, and he pretends that he knows everything. He has the knowledge of philosophy, psychology, and he has very much command over literature and medicine, but actually he knows nothing. Okay, that is the characterization of Dr. Tompkins. And another important character is Margaret William. Margaret William is the wife of Tommy William. Is the estranged wife of Tommy William. Estranged means separated. The wife is not living with the husband. That is called estranged wife of Tommy William. She is demanding and unrelenting. Unrelenting means very much determined. She's demanding and unrelenting, determined on her own aspect of life. That is called unrelenting, determined. She believes she is entitled to her husband's financial support. She believes that her husband must give her financial support, and she controls him by refusing to grant him a divorce. And if you think if Tommy William gives the divorce, so that time he can become free from this kind of limitation, this kind of obligation. But actually, she controls him by refusing to grant me divorce. At first time, she told him that that is your fault. You are not living with me. So that is my responsibility to give you divorce, but I will not give you divorce. And as a result, as a husband, Tommy William needs to support her financially, and she controls him by refusing to grant him a divorce, which would allow him to remarry. And if she gives him divorce, it would allow him to remarry, but she will not give this opportunity to her husband. Although she has a college education, and she was educated, and she has a bachelor degree from a college, and she refuses to seek employment. Although she has education, she has a certificate to get any kind of job, but she refuses to seek employment, using her children care as an excuse. And the excuse was that I must give care to my children. You are living separating from me. The children needs the taking care. So she this was the utmost excuse from her. She has no pity for her husband's financial or personal struggle, and she cannot bear any display of his emotion. And she has no any kind of pity for her husband financial or personal struggle. Tommy William is undergoing so much problems, so much struggles, but she is very much that means she is very much unsympathetic to her husband, and she cannot bear the display of his emotion. And whenever she become emotional in regards of their relationship, she does not want such kind of display. Look at the quotation related to this character. It will give you it will make you understand the real insight of the character. Well, a dad, she hates me. I feel that she is strangling me. I cannot catch my breath. She just has fixed herself on me to kill me. She can do it at long distance. That means the Tommy William is complaining to his father, while that she hates me, that Margaret is hating me, and she doesn't have any kind of love for me, and I feel that she is strangling me. That means there is many kind of financial burden. I need to support her financially, and for this reason, that is I am going through so much hardship. And when I need to support her, I did that kind of situation is exploiting me. She is strangling me. I cannot catch my breath. She just has fixed herself on me to kill me. She can do it at long distance. Although she is not living with me, she can make me death feel situation. Okay, she can do it at long distance. She can kill me her from long distance. And another quotation. Once again, she was reminding him that it was he who had left her. She had the bringing up of the children as a burden, while he must expect to pay the price of his freedom. That is taken from chapter 7. Once again, she was reminding him that she left her. He left her. Not she. She didn't leave him. So as a result, she has got the freedom to live very far from his children and his wife. As a result, he gets some kind of freedom, and because of this freedom, he must expect to pay the price of his freedom. That kind of critical characters of Margaret William. Okay, and she thinks that her motherhood should be given some kind of price that she was giving to her children. Okay, this is Margaret William, the estranged wife of Tommy William. And Margaret William, when Tommy William was a salesman of Rojax Corporation, he had a relationship he had an affair with another girl named Olive, and at that time she became very much angry with him, and she tried to live separately from him, and she always considered that it was her fault, and she always wants to have financial support from his husband, because she considered that it is his obligation to give them financial support. As a result, as a form of revenge, she didn't have herself engaged in any kind of job, although she has a good educational qualification. Okay, that is Margaret William, and another is Olive. Olive, you from my earlier discussion, you have got who is Olive. Olive is the Catholic girl. Olive is the Catholic girl William had fell in love with and cheated on his wife with. When he was the salesman of Rosex Corporation, he had an affair with this girl, and the name of the girl was Olive. Had fell in love with, cheated on his wife, and through this affair, he cheated on his wife, that is Margaret. Olive wanted to marry him after he got a divorce, but Margaret made sure that never happened. William had the dearest of memories with her and wanted to marry her. She is the symbol of ultimate happiness for William, but that had been out of his reach thus far. Actually, Margaret, there is so much problems in their conjugal life with between Margaret and Tommy William. And when he was the salesman of Rosex Corporation, he has an affair with Holly. And that time you understand the real happiness of conjugal life will be gotten from through this relationship. And she is the symbol of ultimate happiness for them. But she cannot but he cannot get this happiness because of the because of the because of the marriage he do not have. Catherine, another character is Catherine. Catherine is the William's sister in her 40s. William's sister actually is his medical technician, Catherine, and sister in her 40s. They are not close. Although Tommy William and Catherine are siblings, but they have no close relationship. They are not close. She was an aspiring artist. She was although she was medical technician, and she thinks that she is a good artist and very much aspiring, very much ambitious artist. She still wishing for financial assistance from her father. She also craves for financial assistance from her father, so that he can make some display regarding her arts. According to her father, though she was no good at painting, and hence he was angered by such demand of his daughter. But both Tommy William and his father think Catherine is not a good artist, but Catherine always demands that she is very much good artist, and she wants to show had display of her arts, and for this reason she wants to get some money from her father. But her father, Dr. Adler, doesn't want to give any money and doesn't give any financial support to both his son and his daughter. Okay, and I am closely at the end of the my class, and this is the last character. The main characters of the novella are major characters of the novella are Dr. Adler, Tommy William, and Dr. Chamkin, and to some extent Margaret William, and these are the minor character, and the Catherine and Olive, and now is Maurice Venice. Maurice Venice was an important character in this novella because he was in the scout who took William to Hollywood, promising fame at a very young age. He draws William, and that means tempted William to be an actor in Hollywood. Promising fame at a very young age, he convinced William to start with a small role and later dissed him, saying he was no good. Although he convinced William that he has the qualities to be a good actor, but at one time, he avoided Tom William, and as a result, he became futile in this attempt also. Later, William found out that Maurice actually ran a company of call girls, and was a fraud. And Maurice Benis pretends to be a good agent of Hollywood. Actually, he was a fraud, and he manipulated and misguided Tommy William, and ran a company of call girls and was a fraud. A few years later, William read in the newspaper that Venice had been sentenced to 15 years in prison for running that call girl company. When Tommy William came to New York at one day, when he was reading the newspaper, he found that Maurice Venice was sentenced to 15 years because of the crime for running call girl company. And at that time, he became very much ashamed for this person. He dropped out from the school. He left his study and went to the Hollywood because of his persuasion. And that is Maurice Benis. And at this point, my class came to an end. And I hope you enjoyed the class. And if you have any question regarding the class, you can ask me. I am seeing Rajiv Kishore and another person that is unnamed. Okay, you can ask me any other question if you want to know from me. Rajiv,
No, sir, no problem. No, sir, no problem.
have you understood
Just
the
one
class?
problem is Dr. Tom came. I
Okay.
could,
Dr.
yeah, yes, sir. I understood every characters, but I could not understand fulfill Dr. Tamkin.
Dr. Tompkin. What Dr. Tompkin was actually is a Machiavellian of the
Yes, sir.
novella. He was a fraud, and he pretended to be a good person, a honest person, a good speculator of share market. In this way, he manipulated the person that is the person who is going to be victims of him, and in this way, he manipulated Tommy William. And at one point of his manipulation, he became successful to make an agreement with him. And he told him that they will give they will give equal share investment. But at the end, he only gave $300, and Tommy needs to give $700. And after giving this investment, he at one time he withdrew some money from their joint investment. And I think you have understood this person who
Yes,
is
sir.
okay. And
Yes, sir.
from the
Okay, sir. Thank you,
community,
sir.
uh, from the community that was living in the Hotel Goriana, nobody believes him because he pretended to be pretended to know everything, and every aspect of knowledge, every branch of knowledge he know. And if you go through the novel, I hope you will understand very much
Yes, sir.
inside of the character. Okay, any question, Amol?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
So
No, sir. I
today,
understood all everything.
okay, today you are very few. The presence you are not in the class in a great number. Okay, and that is very much frustrating. So I
Yes,
do not
only 2%.
understand. I do not understand what kind of problem you are facing, but the virtual class to make virtual class is very laborious. You know, I think in the classroom, whenever we have class with you in the classroom, we cannot do so much labor because in virtual class we have to prepare ourselves, and we have to make many kind of we have to make a number of slides, and the slides are made from different sources. It can be internet, it have been taken from many books, and that we need to spoil more times. And when at the time of delivering the class, when you found that only 2% or 2 or 3 students are present in the class, we became frustrated. We cannot concentrate and think that we may be futile in an attempt to deliver the class. Okay, so if any question regarding class. Have you started reading the novella?
Yes, sir, I have started.
This is a short novella, okay, and the language is
Okay,
very simple. If you go to
simple.
the
Yes,
novel, you will understand. Language is very simple, and you
yes,
will enjoy the novel. And there is only 7 chapters. The
yes, sir. And after your class, yes, sir, after your class, it seems so easy. After your class,
and the length of the chapters is very small. Okay, it's
yes,
not
yes,
very much lengthy. Okay, so if you go through the novella, you will understand. And the characters are from modern aspect of our life, and here we will get find many our everyday problems we are facing in our everyday life. When the share market dropped in our country in 2013 or 14, that times I found many people like Tommy William. They lost their investment, they lost their money, and they were leading a life very mercilessly. And that kind of scenario I find in the characters of Tommy William. Okay, and the
okay,
father-son relationship. Whenever there is a financial crisis in any family, the relationship among the family members becomes very much crippled, become very much strange, and that kind of relationship you find in the father-son relationship of Tommy William and Dr. Adler. Okay, this is the
okay,
characterization of the novel is taken from the real perspective, not from the imaginary or not from some kind of strange perspective. And as a result, the characterization and the characters has become everyman, become universal. Okay, so I think we should end the class, and I need to. That's the battery of my computer has become very much empty, and so I need to stop the class. And tomorrow, at the next class, I will give you in uh, next class I will give on some. We have finished the textual quotation, and next class I should give the themes of the novella. Sister Day themes. Theme is very important in answering the question. Okay, so I'll give you
yes, sir.
I'll give
Okay,
you
sir.
the theme. Okay. So we have only another 5 minutes. So Rajiv, uh, uh, you can uh, you can discuss with me anything you want.
Still, sir, I have understood everything. All
Okay.
characters.
Okay.
Suppose Tommy William and his father and his wife and Olive. All
Okay.
characters. I have
Yes.
understood. And yes, sir.
Uh,
There
uh,
was a not good relation with his father. And
okay.
Dr. Tamkin was a cunning person. He was
Okay.
a fraud. He was a fraud person.
Okay.
And his Tommy Williams' wife, Dr. Sorry, Margaret, she
Margaret.
is unable to. Yes, sir. She is unable to. She's unable to divorce his his husband, and that's
This
why Tommy William. That's
Tom
why
William.
Tommy William can't marry his lover Olive.
Olive. Okay.
Yes, yes,
That is the
yes, sir.
actually this is this kind of that means Margaret doesn't want to divorce Tommy William because of its one kind of revenge. Okay,
Revenge.
Margaret and Tommy William eloped and married each other. Okay, and that time their love, their fondness was very much strong. And when Tommy William was in Rojax Corporation, worked as a salesman. He had an affair with Olive, and that kind of
Olive.
relationship was not expected was not expected by his wife Margaret. And this kind of the expectation, the strong expectation and strong belief turn into uh, into revenge. And so she was very much revengeful, and for this reason she doesn't want Tommy William marry another girl, and for this reason she doesn't give any kind
Another.
any kind of divorce or any kind of separation from her husband Tommy William. Okay, and that is the
Okay.
actually novel. And the things, every character, every characterization and every characters of the novella Sister Day is beset with the theme of American dream. Okay, you look at these characters. All characters want to be successful in their life. Okay, successful in their life. Look at Tommy William, look at Dr. Chamkin, look at Dr. Adler, look at Catherine, look at expect that is Margaret William. All characters of the novella wants to be successful, and that is the utmost result of American dream. And in this novella you will find find the most important aspects of American dream. Post depression age means the downfall of share market in industrial country
Share market.
in 1929 from 1929 to 1937. At that time, 15 million American people lost their jobs. And after the post-depression age, these people became crazy to be economically or financially successful. And such kind of aspect you will find in every characters. And Dr. Adler is very much self-centered. Why he is very much self-centered? He doesn't want to have any kind of responsibility of his son, his daughter, or any person. And he is very much renowned person, but he is very much adamant to help them. He doesn't want to take the responsibility of any other person. And at the time of depression age, or after the post world war, people become very much self-centered. They become very much isolated. They become very much alienated from the people surrounding them. Okay, I hope we need to finish the class. And if you attend the class, if you more person, more students attend in my class, I hope you will enjoy the class. And because of the pandemic COVID-19, we are we are passing our time very much lazily. And if you are busy with your academic activities, that will be really helpful in your future time. In my earlier class, I told you, after the opening of the college, you will not get more time. You have to sit for the exams one after another, and you will not have enough time to take your preparation for the coming exam. So in this lockdown, in this the lazy time, if you finish your courses, that will be very helpful. Okay, as an English graduate, you must read some literary some literary books, some novels. You should go through the text. Otherwise, you will be very much you will be very much shameful. It will be very much